Hello everyone, I'm Mikastar here back with more Son of Drop, Fall into Poison. Last time we left off, I'm with some jellyfish tanks. Let's see what happens. I have neither the urge to call out nor the desire to walk away, merely the sensation that my consciousness alone is floating along the rippling sea. Why on earth am I here anyway? What have I come here to do? Whether I can remember or there was just no reason from the beginning. The jellyfish are pretty, especially this jellyfish. Its color is so bright. The voice that starts talking right in front of me catches my attention for some reason. I feel like I've heard it before somewhere. Well, who is it? I'm unable to remember it clearly, seeing only a wavering face that won't come into focus. Anyway, Mayu, where did she go? Mayu? That girl, she talked like she was looking for someone. Poor thing, if she lost someone here, she probably won't find them. Wait a second. Where is this to begin with? Swaying, softly, softly. Drip, drop, drip, drop. Drip, drop, the sound of drops resonating all around me. Gradually ceasing to care, my consciousness melts into the water. Wow, I got a bad ending. Really? Mayu? You just couldn't get up, could you? Alright, time to go back to the beginning and try this all over again. Be right back. Alrighty, so I'm back here now, and going back is dangerous. I can't do anything by stopping here. I know I chose that one already, but I have to go the other option where it says run straight through or don't do anything. I think I do. I'm just trying to click this as fast as I can because I've already gone through this. Yes, happy memories. I know. Then the tanks all of a sudden crack out of nowhere. By the way, flashing lights, be careful. Alrighty, so this is the part where was my last choice. I have no choice but to run straight through, and I got stung by jellyfish, so. No, I can't think of anything. It's my odd option now. I'm becoming panicked. If I don't calm down with my thoughts swirling around so frantically, I'm getting even more confused. It's a vicious cycle. My sandals are getting dirty. That's all you care about right now is sandals. It isn't the first thing that occurs to me, but regardless, it's my only clear thought. The puddles of water are gradually drawing closer, and I can feel anything from this strange jellyfish. I feel my heartbeat speed up as my chest starts to hurt from the nervousness. Oh great, more jellyfish. At this point, I have to run through without worrying about my sandals. Though they're sandals, the soles are strong. As long as the jellyfish don't jump, I probably won't get stung. Little by little, the safe spots are disappearing. I tightly pull my legs together, which makes me stagger. Oh, the blue jellyfish, the man of war. Ah! I let out a small scream and tightened up a bit. There's nothing behind me to lean against. I'm just about cornered. I wonder if I'll die of jellyfish poison, rocked by waves of blended nervousness and fear. I carelessly entertained that line of thinking. The mere gauging my fear must be full tilt. I think it was called self-deprecation. You, from earlier. Huh? Kiyoshi. I'm gonna say Kiyoshi. The sudden yell confused me. Upon looking in the direction of the voice, I see that the door has been thrown open and a man is standing there. Shoot! Why are your feet exposed? Oh, it can't be helped. This is definitely Hiyoshi's son. The man who we had called names is now gently removing his shoes and tossing them over to me. My mind races as I catch them. They are thick soled boots. Put those on and make your way over here. All the jellyfish floating there have deadly poison. Be careful. I take off my sandals and put my feet into his boots just as he tells me to. The size doesn't fit at all, and they are way too big, but I'm not so big I can't walk in them. I cautiously take a step and confirming it's alright. confession will have to be made. I walk through the water and over the jellyfish. When I step on a jellyfish, I feel the squishing sensation through the shoes and shudder. There are shards of glass in the puddles. That makes me want to thank Hiyoshi-san for being considerate, though enough to lend me such strong shoes. I can walk the remaining meter. Hiyoshi seems fairly close. Adjusting my breathing, I carefully take the remaining 3 steps. There is no mistake in my carelessness. I have overlooked a transparent jellyfish at my feet. Even though I can't see it, I can clearly feel it, and the baggy boots I am wearing throw off my balance. At this rate, I will end up on my butt. If I fall now, all the help I have received will be for nothing. Watch out! However, my body is supported by some strength that pulls me back. Hiyoshi-san's right hand has grabbed onto my left wrist. It was a close one. Just like that, I had been pulled out of the room with the broken tanks. As soon as I was out of danger, Hiyoshi gave a mighty pull and shut the fire door. Bless him. Bless him for saving me. This is in front of the souvenir stand. More importantly, why are you here? Hiyoshi-san steadies me against the wall in front of the souvenir stand. The terror from a moment ago hasn't escaped through the heavy, dark gray emergency door. Isn't this Manten Aquarium? Besides, before I met up with you, Hiyoshi-san, there was so much. Hiyoshi-san just stares at me in my flustered state. Alright, calm down, Mayu-chan. Alright, grin appears on Hiyoshi-san's face and he motions in front of the souvenir stand before sitting down. Today I have nothing but bad memories in relation to the floor, so I'm really leaned against the wall. The gacha machines are still there, but the whole lineup is new, and I don't know a single one of the products. Well then, have you calmed down a bit? Yes, thank you very much, Hiyoshi-san. Yeah, I'm glad. And you can call me by my first name, by my first name. I don't really care about who's older and who's younger. Look at, I want to shock him. Hiyoshi-san? Hiyoshi-san? Oh, Hiyoshi-san. I wonder. Number 2. What is it that you know about this aquarium, Hiyoshi-san? Jeez, I told you that you can call me by my given name. That right grin appears again, but there's nothing I can do. I have some hesitation about actually calling an older guy by his given name. And I've only heard his first name once, so I don't really remember it. After that, Hiyoshi-san makes a serious face. I think of him as a light-hearted person, but as his mouth straightens, his face seems very focused. Well, it's fine. At any rate, there's only one thing I know. This is Manten Aquarium, but it is not Manten Aquarium. It's not Manten Aquarium? Something like that. I don't know the principle of the cause behind it, but this Manten Aquarium is on a distinct time axis, the one you and I visited earlier, Mayu-chan. That's what I think. I can't think of it as anything else. A different time. Whether past or present, you could even call it a parallel world. Hiyoshi-san adds, I can't understand what he's saying, not in the least. How did you know this, Hiyoshi-san? That is, Hiyoshi-san mumbles and snorts. He looks my way and he smiles bitterly. Mayu-chan, didn't you meet any friends or acquaintances from long ago? Huh? On the contrary, you didn't see any staff or other customers, did you? Is that why the elevator was going up and down but nobody was on it? Could that be it? His words seemed very enlightening. I couldn't think of a single thing after all I had just come from the experience firsthand. However, there was something that bothered me as well. Hiyoshi-san had said long ago, Mari, who hadn't changed since that day, but then why? I don't get it, that bit about long ago. Therefore, I rejected it. In doing so, I could affirm the fact that I had reunited with Mari. that so? It seems that I said something a bit strange then. As he looks away and says this, I have no response for him. Staying like that for a moment, Hiyoshi-san says, by the way, and continues speaking. I think what caused the glass in the jellyfish tank to rupture was an expansion of gas from something within the tank. So the gas expanded and ruptured the tank from within? If we're thinking about the cause, right, since there's no stuff in a space-time distortion, then it's now strange for the oxygen modulator here to break down. Then it wasn't the work of ghosts? To my memory, he had no answer. Even if we have to force ourselves, we should think positively, right? For us to have come here and there to be ghosts, it's not something I can take. Can we get back to our original time axis or something like it? We can get back, definitely. Hiyoshi-san answers decisively, without looking me in the eye. Once again, he starts with the next topic. Was it quick, by the way? That girl that was with you, the one who seen into the occult and stuff, what happened to her? You mean Himeno? Yeah, Himeno-chan. Weren't you together? I inflate my cheeks without thinking about it. When he notices, I become embarrassed and look down. I rest my hands on my knees and move them up and down and say, I don't know. You're pretty easy to read. Mayu-chan got into an argument, did you? It has nothing to do with you, Hiyoshi-san. Still, you do get that there's something foul about this aquarium, right? Mayu-chan, you experienced that yourself. At his words, a pang of pain surged through my chest. That room was a rotting corpses, sudden cracking of the tank, and the jellyfish booth. When I think that the same accidents could happen to Himeno, I instinctively leap up. Speaking honestly, I have no desire to see Himeno's face, but knowing that the whole aquarium is dangerous, I can't calm down. What ifs? Imagining possibilities alone makes me want to cry. Wait a second, Mayu-chan. You must be tired from all that's happened. Moving quicker than I do, Hiyoshi-san holds me back. I'll go look for Himeno-chan for you. I'm more knowledgeable about this place if you wait here. As he says this, Hiyoshi-san gives a thumbs up. It was a mystery to me. We had only just met today and had an inconsequential conversation, so I wonder why he had come to rescue me. He was even showing concern for Himeno. He was supposedly a total stranger, so why? Without hearing my response, he starts walking away from where the jellyfish booth was. His face and profile made me feel very reassured. Okay, so let's see. I go with him and I die, or I stay behind and I die. If I stay alone, I die by myself. If I go with Hiyoshi, we can both die together. That's perfectly sensible to me. I'll go. Please wait, I'll go. Somehow, moving my heavy legs, I follow behind Hiyoshi-san. It would have been easier to move it to Hiyoshi-san. However, Himeno is my best friend. Though I cannot believe we had fought, that reality cannot be changed, so I want to go get her. Since the cereal shop is near the entrance, Hiyoshi-san head towards the closest tunnel tank, my bad. If Himeno is still in the building, then we need to look everywhere for her. I'm able to catch up with Hiyoshi-san before he enters the tunnel. I'm going to. Huh? Mayu-chan? I told you to wait for me there. I can't do that. Besides, Himeno is my friend. On hearing what I said, Hiyoshi-san gives me a patronizing look while grinning at me. Looking into the tunnel from the outside, I realize it hasn't changed from the Manten Aquarium I had seen earlier that day. Large fish like manta rays and sharks swim about. This is the tunnel tank. If you two went in order earlier, then shouldn't we start with the first exhibit? Ow! Sorry, my cat clawed me. Ow, my toe. I know that's what Hiyoshi-san said is right. He adds right and walks on. I noticed something there and pull him back. Look, over there, I say as I point to the area nearby that is visible from the entrance. As the silhouette becomes clearer on close observation, I become frightened. Something hops really from side to side. It bounces about the tunnels numerous times, then stops itself. After bouncing up and down on the floor several times, it ceases to move, completely exhausted. Straining my eyes from far away, I can see that it is a fish. From what I can see from 10 meters away, it has sharp fangs and a body as thin as a rail. That might be a cutlass fish. Yoshi's might just having laid eyes on the same thing I had. Still, fish aren't creatures that can hop up and down around a room like that. Got two scenarios. We can just head on inside and ignore the fish, or we can get a better look at the fish. Better look? We should get a better look. After waiting near the entrance for several seconds, a fish resembling a cutlass fish bounces around the tunnel and flops down on the floor, causing the amount of fish corpses on the floor to increase. The ground near numerous fish scales reflects the fluorescent light back like a kaleidoscope. Though it is the same as the fluorescent lighting, the light reflected back is vivid, putting the sensation of scales slipperiness in my mind. Ugh, that's pretty creepy. Yoshi's lips curled up in disgust as he grumbles. I also thought it was creepy, but compared to the rotting corpse I had seen earlier, that was far as back as I swallowed my memories ago. That be? In contrast to Yoshi-san, who had averted his eyes, I just continued to stare and was able to pick up something. Those fish hopping around, they're coming from below, from that place that looks like a vent. From the beginning of the tunnel, the fish hops up intermittently. It doesn't appear as though they were going to stop with a new fish popping up after a fixed interval of time passes. The fish mechanically shoot out of the vent, ricochet about the tunnel at high speed. Finally, their vigor exhausted, die as he landed a pile on the floor. At that moment, they fall. The fish, long, narrow body, wriggle like snakes. They collide with other fish as they cease moving. The next fish hopping to its death in the same manner. They are. Good eye, Mayu-chan. So many strange things have happened that I'm probably becoming used to them. Unable to bear these strange circumstances any longer, except the deprecating smile reaches my lips as I give a light laugh. Whoa. At the same time as the fish leaps up, Yoshi-san takes a handkerchief from his pocket and tosses it into the giant cylinder. The fish presses the handkerchief once as it dances in the air. Then the fish passes through it a second, and then a third time as it bounces repeatedly. In an instant, the fabric sauce has become dust. On placing myself in the handkerchief position, I subconsciously cover my neck. It shouldn't penetrate this. Himeno. Not having a form should mean it isn't going through. A form, a dead body. I didn't want those words to pass my lips, but it was definitely as Yoshi-san had said. Mayu-chan, you don't remember where you and Himeno-chan split up, did you? Do you? I looked down and tipped my head to the side. I'm worried about Himeno. I can no longer make baseless statements like Himeno is fine because she's Himeno. The reality is that if Yoshi hadn't rescued me, I'd no longer be in this world. There is no way I can let that happen to Himeno. I have to hurry and meet up with her, then find a safe place. Alrighty, well that's gonna do it for this part. I will see you guys in the next one. Hopefully, I don't get any bad endings besides that one where I lost consciousness, because that would be bad. Hey, and at least there's no more jump scares, right? I'm good. No more heart attacks. Yeah, that's good. I'll see you guys in the next one.